Expressive Figures, that's the name of this project, and we're going to be using Model Magic to create some three-dimensional figures that have quite the interesting expressions. The only requirement is that the creature be a living creature with a face, so it can have an expression. But you can create an imaginary creature, or you can create an animal that already exists. You can change the color of your animal, or you can try to create the actual texture, patterns, and colors of a real animal. You even can create a human for your figure, as long as your human has a face with an expression on it. You may get some ideas from looking at these examples. The Model Magic comes in the primary colors. Do you know what the primary colors are? Very good. Red and yellow and blue. And you can use those primary colors to mix orange, purple, and green. You could even try to make brown or gray by mixing all three of the colors together. Let's watch as this gentleman mixes some primary colors using Model Magic. Notice he's taking a very small amount of blue to add to that yellow. Blue is so dominant that you need a tiny amount. Then he's going to mix those two together and make a green. Whenever you're using yellow as one of your colors, you always need more yellow than whatever you're mixing it with. So he used more yellow than blue, and now he's going to use more yellow than red. The reason is yellow is so light, it takes an awful lot of it to change the red into an orange. But watch this, he's going to mix them up and make a nice orange. Red and blue can be mixed together to make purple. Red is a little bit lighter than the blue, so you're going to want to take a tad more red than you use of blue in order to make a nice purple. Always take a little less of the darker color. To mix Model Magic, you want to squeeze, pull, twist, roll, stretch, and wad it up. I see purple! Sometimes you're going to want to make brown, and you could mix the three primary colors, or you could start with orange, which is really red and yellow, and just go ahead and add some blue to it. That's the same as mixing the three primaries. Always add a little bit less blue because it is the darkest color. Mix those two together to create a nice brown. White can be added to any one of your colors to make a lighter color. Do you know what you get if you mix red and white? Pink is the right answer. You need to mix quite a bit of white with just a tiny bit of red to make pink. If you do it evenly, you'll end up with red again. Let's see if his works out. That looks like a good pink to me. Check it out. You may need to add white to your brown to make these light tan colors, and even the skin color of a human, you'd make some brown and add lots of white to it to make a tan. I do have black and white Model Magic in addition to the primary colors. So once you've decided what you're going to make and you've created all the colors you're going to need, you're going to want to lay out all the shapes and sizes and all the colors so that you'll know that you have enough to finish the project. You'd hate to get the whole thing done and have one wing unfinished because you didn't have enough black left over for it. This is a good planning chart for any four-legged mammal. They can be sitting down, which is good because it's hard for Model Magic to stay upright. If you were to make long, thin legs, it probably would fall over. But it doesn't have to be a tiger. You can use this same format for almost any four-legged animal, as you can see these students have done. Keep in mind that you're also allowed to draw on the Model Magic with colored markers. You can try to recreate the pattern of an animal or make up fancy textured designs. You also can stick feathers inside the Model Magic if that would help your creation. Now before you run off and get started, remember there's one more thing you must have, and that is an expressive face. So make sure that your animal or creature or human has a certain look in their eyes, or an expression on their mouth, or in their eyebrows that makes you interested in looking at this creature. Take a look at some of these examples. These animals are very expressive. You could even make them more so because you're doing a creation using model magic. Take another look at these examples from the beginning of the video, and now check out their eyes, faces, wrinkles, eyebrows, mouths, one eye, teeth, and notice all the expression that these artists have put into their model magic creations.